Welcome back, True Seeker. About 10-15 minutes ago, someone asked if I could look into the death of King George VI. It was his death that gave way to the reign of Queen Elizabeth II. And here we are on August 31st, 2018, the 21-year anniversary of the death of Princess Diana. If you missed my video on her death and how it was synced up with Queen Elizabeth, please go back and check that out. If you want to know even more information, pick up my book, Letters and Numbers, linked in the description of every video. The longest chapter in that book is Murder by Numbers, which is a title that comes from a song by the band The Police from 1983 about how killing is the sport of the elite and it's as simple as ABC 1, 2, 3. Since then, another song's been recorded called Gematria, the killing name. Gematria is the practice of coding numbers into words. And this code really is as simple as ABC 1, 2, 3, and it gives a lot of clarity to a lot of suspicious deaths in history. They said King George VI died from lung cancer. We're going to talk about that cause for his death in light of the specific day he died, but I want to start right here. George VI and Elizabeth both sum to 88 in the most simple cipher. Taking the alphabetic order. A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, up to Z, the 26th letter is 26. So G is 7, E is 5, O is 15, etc. You add up the letters as numbers, they both sum to 88. What other word I should have put up there is poison. Poison sums to 88 with the alphabetic order. And there's another cipher that's based on the alphabetic order with the rules of numerology. Arsenic poisoning also sums to 88 using the alphabetic order and the rules of numerology. And all throughout history, arsenic's been used to kill people. In the song Murder by Numbers, the lyrics even talk about it. Killing the sport of the elite. It's as simple as dropping a few drops of this in somebody's coffee. Anyhow, King George VI died in the year 52. And 6 has a gematria of 52 using the alphabetic order. So a fitting year for George VI to pass. Notice George VI, with the rules of numerology, also sums to 52, making it even more fitting for him to pass in that year. Again, notice the difference. 6, S is the 19th letter, I is the 9th, X is the 24th. So 6 is 52. When you do George VI, the way it was officially written, G's the 7th letter, E's the 5th. This is the numerology method here. O is the 15th letter, but notice it's worth 6. That's because the numerology of 15 is 1 plus 5 is 6. R is the 18th letter, but it's worth 9 here because the numerology of 18 is 1 plus 8 is 9. You're making each letter a single digit number, then you're adding the word. So the king passed the reign on to the queen on February 6th, the day of his passing. 2/6 or 6/2 with the alphabetic order, Queen 62 with the rules of numerology, Queen 26. We just saw the Queen of Soul, Aretha Franklin, die on a date with 26 and 62 numerology. The name Aretha also sums to 26 when you use the numerology method of gematria. Now, even further, the date of his passing, February 6, 1952, date was 79 numerology. The word murder with the alphabetic order, 79. 79 is the 22nd prime number. The word king has gematria of 22 in the base ciphers. There are 4 base ciphers, just like the 4th book of the Bible is Numbers. You've learned the 2 ciphers, the alphabetic order and the alphabetic order with the rules of numerology. The other 2 ciphers, completing the 4 base ciphers, are just flipping the alphabetic order around, making Z1 counting up to A is 26, and then doing that also with the rules of numerology. The alphabetic order in reverse with the rules of numerology, king is 22. Again, 79 is the 22nd prime number. Now the king, his birthday was December 14th, same day George Washington, who has royal bloodlines, died in history by the numbers. George Washington died December 14th, 1799. At age 67, blood sacrifice 67. The word king also equals 67 when you flip the alphabetic order around. But from the king's birthday to his death was his 55th day of his age. Now notice, sacrifice is 55, numerology is 55. His cause of death was lung cancer, which equals 55 when you flip the alphabetic order around and use the rules of numerology. If you're watching this and going, wait a minute, you're using 4 ciphers, understand, 4 ciphers, and very intuitive. And the thing is, if you learn to use these ciphers, you'll see how words that have relationships have major overlap. Witch and broom, the exact same numerical values in all 4 ciphers. Judge and gavel, the exact same in all 4 ciphers. A lot of things with relationships will have overlap in at least 2 or 3 ciphers, sometimes all 4. And when you make these observations, it just becomes all the more clear. This is the code. This is how this language was designed. This is why it was standardized as a 26-letter alphabet. King George's full name, King George VI, was Albert Frederick Arthur George, which sums to 145. Alphabetic order and rules of numerology. Numerology, 145. Just the alphabetic order, you know. And again, numerology is also 55. Dead on his 55th day was this man. Very numerological death. From the day he died to the Queen's upcoming 26th birthday, she was 25 when he died. By the way, death equals 25 with the reverse alphabetic order and rules of numerology. But from the day he died to the Queen's upcoming 26th birthday, 76 days. February 6th, 76. Blood sacrifice, also 76. Remember, Prince died on her birthday by the numbers. They lit up Niagara Falls purple. Purple with the alphabetic order equals 88. Prince's girlfriend, Vanity, was from Niagara Falls. She died before the 58th Grammys. Prince died a span of 67 days later on April 21st, 421. He had the song from Purple Rain, I Would Die For You. The letter U he used for the word you and just the number 4. Instead of writing out F-O-R, he just used the number 4 and the letter U. 4 and a U. Used the 21st letter. I would die for you. That's 4/21, the day he died on the Queen's birthday. Prince, Queen, royalty. Notice the Queen's reign began February 6th, the coronation June 2nd. Both dates that can be written 2/6 or 6/2. The numbers of Queen. Today, Aretha Franklin, who died by the numbers by this same code. Her funeral today by the numbers. Funeral equals 77. Here we are on a date with 71 numerology. 8 plus 31 plus 20 plus 18. Aretha also died at age 76. You know, we just talked about that. Queen Elizabeth pays tribute to Aretha Franklin. And Aretha Franklin died on a date with 62 and 26 numerology. Aretha equals 26. Madonna also equals 26 and 62. Madonna, the Queen of Pop. Aretha, the Queen of Soul. Madonna's birthday, August 16th, the same day Elvis died in history, the King. The King died 41 years before Aretha. King equals 41 with the alphabetic order. A lot of people have been offed by the code over the years. You know, again, the longest chapter in my book is Murder by Numbers. It's over 150 pages, just that one chapter. And based on the research I've done of Murder by Numbers, I easily could have made that chapter 500 pages long. You know, and thank you to those 2 people who just picked up the book Letters and Numbers. They're not going to regret it. Again, if there is a best value for anything in this world right now, I promise you it's my book. 773 pages of information you can't get anywhere else in the world. This code explained even more logically than I just presented this video. Starts you at the beginning, why there's 26 letters in the English alphabet. Takes you all through history. Where this code came from, why it matters, why it's used. All the different ways it's used. From killing people, to creating propaganda, to rigging elections, to rigging sports games. You learn this code, you're going to see this world with a new set of eyes. If you've never seen the movie They Live, If you've never seen the movie They Live, you need to check out this movie. It's not like it's the greatest movie ever in the world, but it has a solid message. And no doubt the person who created that movie was paying homage to Gematria. What happens is a man walks into this church in the middle of the night where all these people seem to be coming in and out of, and he's wondering what's going on in there. And he notices on a wall in the church, it says, "They live, we sleep." And all these people in there are walking around with sunglasses on in the middle of the night. And so he finds a pair of these sunglasses and he puts them on, and he notices when he goes out into the world, he sees things he's never seen before. And when he takes off the glasses, he can't see it anymore. Puts them back on, he sees it. Takes them off, he can't see it. What he sees is billboards, and no longer do they show the ad with the beautiful woman or the product to get. Now there's words there, like obey, slave, money is your God. He's seeing all this, he's thinking, what in the world is going on? And next thing he knows, he sees certain people look different when these glasses are on. He notices that everybody on the television, or if I'm in the UK, on the telly, they all look different with the glasses on. These people on the TV, they look different. The movie ends with him taking down the news media and the spell's broken over the world. You know, Hollywood ending. But They Live, We Sleep, 74. English with the alphabetic order, 74. Gematria, 74. There's practice coding numbers into words. This code is Masonic. The royal family is Masonic. Did I say English is 74 already? So is Gematria. This code's also Jewish. It comes from Jewish Kabbalism. Jewish 74. It's occult knowledge 74. You know, think about that English city over there, London, 74. Think about all those people from over there coming over here to the United States and setting up this great free nation on 7/4, July 4th. Holiday 74. Independence Day 74. If you look at the Freemason logo, the compass is set at 47 degrees. It's a tribute to the 47th problem of Euclid about how to establish foundation for a structure. July 4th, written 4/7 in the majority of the world. Again, they live, we sleep. Roddy Piper, who died by the numbers, who stars in that movie, he died on a date with 73 and 46 numerology, sacrifice numbers. Numbers that a lot of wrestlers are off by, and other people. But he said that movie, he said it was a documentary. He said it wasn't really a work of fiction, it was a documentary. And this is why. You know, he was hinting at that there really is something behind, something greater behind what we see every day in front of our faces. And it's this code, it's this way of operating by the elites. It's that song Murder by Numbers that came out in 83. You know, this is the sport of the elite. These people got a lot of sick sports, killing people, mocking people, telling people they're free. By the way, 7/4 being our great day of freedom, look at it. You know, who's free? The Freemasons up at the top, benefiting from the world's suffering. Anyway. We'll leave it there. Until next time, Truth Seeker.